Welcome to this edition of Dateline SAU, your source for the latest news and sports from St. Ambrose University. I'm Alexis Tirana.
And I'm Luke Vera. On Tuesday, St. Ambrose hosted the Health, Science, Networking, and Career Fair for students majoring in the health sciences. Dateline SAU's Alexis Tirana shows us the impact.
Dozens of employers like Bluestone Therapy, Comprehensive Rehab, and Iowa Department of Human Services filled the Rogalski Center ballroom to build connections with SAU students and alumni. One such student, Jonathan Swarm, is a pre-occupational therapy major. He transferred to SAU last year from the University of Iowa.
I looked into the OT program here, and they had a lot to offer and a lot of different things that a lot of universities and colleges don't tend to offer. Their undergrad program, they offer a 3+3 program, which is really nice for students that really want to get a jump on their academics, especially with OT.
As a junior, Swarm is already looking to the future for career opportunities close to home in the Quad Cities. The ability to network helps him to do so. Caitlin Moran agrees.
Students from all sorts of health sciences programs come, from psychology, exercise science, some of the grad programs come as well. And it's just a great opportunity for students to make connections with employers who are in the Quad City area and beyond.
But Swarm is getting a head start as he is still only on the first half of his 3+3 program.
I'm going to pursue my doctorate of occupational therapy at St. Ambrose University in their grad program. They're allowed to do like clinicals and other grad classes, like capstone, stuff like that.
This career fair helps students like Swarm who are already in a reputable OT program.
But ours, with the length of time that it's been here at SAU, there's a lot of longevity, the quality is there, the faculty have a lot of experience because they've been doing this for a while.
With the connections he's made at the career fair, Swarm knows he's prepared for what's to come. Alexis Tirana, Dateline SAU.
After graduating, Swarm plans to pursue a career in either ER occupational therapy or pediatrics.
As a part of Love Your Body Week, you may have spotted some positive messages around campus courtesy of SAU's Triosha Honor Society. Students who found these Post-it notes were encouraged to take a picture and post it on social media for a chance to win a care basket from Arg Road's House, a Quad City shelter for victims of domestic abuse. The main goal to spread a message of body positivity throughout campus.
We've had a few people direct message us with sticky notes they found, and they've taken a photo with it, and they just kind of said, like, I really needed this today, like, thank you for like putting these out, like I loved seeing it like on my walk to class or in my dorm, like in my dorm hall or something.
Objectification of bodies on social media is more prevalent than ever, and self-esteem can go down as a result. Countering this trend is a tough task, but one that Triosha says are well equipped for.
SAU's Student Success Center offers many resources for students, but this week the office displayed special shoutouts for some of their own. As part of Tutor Appreciation Week, a banner was hung on the first floor of Ambrose Hall for students to praise their hard work of their tutors. Offered in most subjects, student tutors dedicate their time and knowledge to help their peers succeed in the classroom.
Our tutors are a major contribution to the success of our students, and we appreciate them every week, but especially during Tutor Appreciation Week.
For more information on tutoring and other student resources, stop into the Student Success Center on the first floor of Ambrose Hall.
Students kicked off the beginning of fall on a Saturday night with a pumpkin painting contest. It was part of SAU's annual Fall Fest. Students could pick from a variety of pumpkins to use as their canvases. Inspiration came from the usual Halloween fare, like ghosts and goblins, all to decorate their dorms and student houses.
The goal is to get students out and staying on campus instead of going off campus or going home for the weekend. So our idea was to put together this Fall Fest, and we wanted to do caramel apples, pumpkin painting. We thought about pumpkin carving, but we thought that would be too messy.
Check out the Waggle, sent out twice weekly through campus email for more fall and Halloween events coming soon.
A new art collection opened in the Catich Gallery this week. The collection is titled Apnea and Sephara, with work by Lee Emma Running. Many students and faculty were present for the opening. The display featured a number of eye-catching pieces, including a look at some pollinator insects and plants that will be embedded into the glass for future displays.
Coming up in sports, our Fighting Bee football team brings home their first win.
And our men's basketball team hits the court to begin practice. We hear from our Fighting Bees on what to expect this season.
Abbi Varkalis will have these stories and more as we go inside the locker room. Up next on Dateline SAU.
We're more than a radio station. We're your neighbors, investing time in our community. We're mentors, guiding the next generation of broadcasters. We're supporters of veterans, partners with social service agencies, and investigators of history. We're dedicated sports fans. We're committed to the stories that make the Quad Cities unique. We are KALA Radio, 88.5 FM, 106.1 FM. Turn it on, turn it up.
The Fighting Bees football team came out swinging last weekend as they buried Trinity International early on to take their first win of the season. The Bees put the pedal to the metal immediately when quarterback Tom Casey found Yemi Ward for a 70-yard touchdown on their first drive of the contest. After this, it was all gas, no brakes for the duo all day. Casey tallied 4 touchdown passes and over 230 passing yards. Ward received for a total of over 170 yards and marched 2 touchdowns of his own. Now gaining momentum, the Bees prepare to host Judson University at Brady Street Stadium this Saturday. St. Ambrose women's volleyball played a doubleheader at Lee Loman Arena on Saturday. After defeating Cardinal Stritch, the Fighting Bees played the Iowa Wesleyan Tigers in Game 2. Early in the first game, Hannah Sondag sets up Jill Kavakalis for the kill. That would make it 3-1 Bees. Next point, the Bees are blocked at the net but stick with it, and it's Riley Epperson with the point to make the score 4-1. Next play, it's Epperson again. Her spike is deflected out of play, making the score 9-5 Bees. The Bees go on to win the game and steep Iowa Wesleyan 3-0. They are now 14-5 on the year. The St. Ambrose women's soccer team was looking to stay undefeated in conference play when they hosted Holy Cross last weekend. The defensive effort led by goalkeeper Rachel Willett, who had 3 saves. After trailing 1-0, it was 3 second-half goals that pushed the Bees to a 3-2 victory. Let's take a look at what's coming up this weekend. It's a big weekend for soccer, both the men's and women's teams hosting St. Francis on Saturday. Women up first at 1 o'clock, followed by the men's team at 3:30 at St. Vincent's Center. The Fighting Bees football team looks to grab their second win of the season when they host Judson University. Kickoff at Brady Street is 1 o'clock on Saturday. Temperatures falling, leaves turning, and holidays approaching can quickly only mean one thing. Basketball season is right around the corner. Last year, the Bees finished 13-16 overall, but found success at home with a final record of 8-5 in Lee Loman Arena. This time around, junior guard Will Spriggs returns from his hometown in Jacksonville, Florida, with a refreshed outlook on this coming season.
What I'm looking forward to most of the season is winning and building a great chemistry with everyone. It turns from a team into like a family, kind of like it's more than just basketball, you know. Like the guys like really care about you.
The men's basketball team looks to open their season on a high note against Mount Mercy. Catch the action on November 2nd at 7:30 in Lee Loman Arena. The women's basketball team will also open their season the same week. The Bees look to take an early W when they host the Viterbo V-Hawks at home on October 30th. And that'll do it for this week's Inside the Locker Room. I'm Abbi Varkalis.
And that's all we have for you on this edition of Dateline SAU.
We'll be back in 2 weeks with the latest news and sports from St. Ambrose University.
Remember to check out the SAUtv Facebook and Instagram pages for our newscasts, late-breaking news, and more. You can also find news stories and videos on The Hive at SAUthebuzz.com.
Thanks for watching.